Welcome back to another MondayOnlineDrummer.com drum lesson. I'm Nate Brown. In this drum lesson, we're going to go over some beginner drum fill concepts, and you'll need the sheet music called Beginner Drum Fill Concepts. You can get that for free at OnlineDrummer.com. And if you need even more practice with drum fills, check out Don Richardson's book, Chart-Topping Drum Fills, the 60s through today. And I'll put a link to that below this video as well. So let's get started with number one. A good way to practice drum fills is to play a regular beat for 3 measures and then play the drum fill and then go back into the drum beat. A lot of people struggle with that once they're playing the drum beat. It's hard to leave the drum beat for something else entirely and then come back into the drum beat. So practicing it 3 measures of a drum beat, then the drum fill, and back in is going to give you, well, practice leaving the drum beat and come back. So number one, I'm just going to play a drum beat for 3 measures. It could be whatever you want, and then the drum fill. So I've got the drum beat for 3 measures, and the drum fill is going to come up 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Oftentimes a crash cymbal is used when coming out of a drum fill on beat 1, so I'm doing that as well. Number 1 slower is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Number 2, I'll play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Notice the 8th notes on the hi-hat, just really consistent. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And I'll play that in the context of 3 beats and then a fill. Here comes the fill. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Drum fill number 3. This starts with 1, and then there's a crescendo, and you'll see it says loosen or gradually loosen the hi-hat there. 1. You're just going to gradually lift up on the pedal. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now within the context of the drum beat. 1, 2, here it comes. So you're going to gradually get louder. I'll do it one more time. 2 and 3 and 4 and. Drum beat number 4 is similar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But the crescendo's a little faster because it's only on beats 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and as an accent. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The next section is drum fills around the toms, and these are common. This is what you think of mostly when you hear the word drum fill. Drum fill number 5, just straight 16th notes all the way around. A good way to make sure that you're keeping good timing is to focus on what your leading stick is doing. In this case, I'm right-handed, so it's my right stick. 1 and 2 and 3, and I'm exaggerating that. But that's going to line right up with your 8th notes in the hi-hat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now without them accent. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Number 6 is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. My suggested sticking for that is right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. Slower. Right, right, left. So each of those sets is going to be right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. And now with the drum beat. And number 7. I lost my hat. That's okay. Number 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right. And number 8 is kind of cool. We've got a 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 2. I'll go to the fill right now. 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and the sticking right, right, left, right, left, right. Right, right, left, right, left, right. Right, right, left, right, left, right. Drum fill number 9 includes some bass drum, and it starts with the low and the snare, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's a cool beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Here it comes. Fill. 4 and 1. Drum fill number 10 goes down the toms, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And each tom has a snare drum with it, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. The next section is crashes in your fills, and that's just when you put crashes in your fills, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's very similar to number 10, except instead of hitting the toms, we're hitting the crash. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if you're fortunate enough to have more than one crash, you can move that back and forth. Remember to hit another crash on beat 1 coming out. And number 12, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Just the rhythm, I'll just play that on the snare drum. 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. Now when we move that out to the crashes as well, 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. You can mix that up between multiple crashes. I'll play that a little faster. There it comes. Number 13 is cool. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Here's a fill. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And 14 is kind of a take on number 5, except every number at the beginning of each beat, you're going to hit a crash and a bass. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. If you don't have 2 crashes and maybe your 1 crash is placed over here, it might be more difficult because you're going to have to kind of get crossed up here. I like to mix it up. So far, I've talked about playing a crash cymbal on beat 1 when you come out of the drum fill, 4 E and a 1. That's common, but sometimes it gets to be too predictable. Sometimes it's cool to not crash on 1 and wait until the 2 to crash. So you go back in your drum beat and then crash on beat 2. Let me show you drum fill number 1 with the crash method coming back in on beat 2. So I'll play the beat. Just any beat 3 times. Now here's the fill. 1, 2. See, I waited till 2 instead of 1. I'll start right on the fill. Fill number 1. And 1, 2. Drum fill. Number 2 sounds cool like that too. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. The fill. I hope this gives you some ideas and gives you a good start on drum fills. And again, if you want more on drum fills, check out Chart Topping Drum Fills, the 60s through today. It's a method book, goes through beginner all the way through advanced techniques, and it shows you how these techniques are used in chart topping songs. Have a great week of drumming. Visit onlinedrummer.com for more lessons, sheet music, articles, all kinds of stuff. Keep drumming.